have lane every round, and they won't be able to do anything. So that actually, I'd rather NomadS start on the CT side than anything else. And I know you got a knife for side, so come on, NomadS, let's win a knife.
Yeah.
Because if they don't win the knife, if they start T side, I'm ready to go home. Really.
Let's take a look and see.
Oh no.
Oh no. Oh no. NomadS T side. Lynn Vision. I'm sure without a doubt they're going to get up in their face. But let's get started. NomadS did get a pistol to start off. At least.
Yeah, that was
something,
it.
Right?
That was the only round they got.
Yeah. So let's see if we can get more of the same. Get a pistol to start it off here. We might have a chance.
Alright, let's go. Smokes, long, short, through cave, flashes over the top. Is the molly going to be used to get rid of Call Me Sue off this angle? Yeah, okay, decent. Oh, never mind. Never mind.
Well. It's already going right back to maybe how we expected it to be.
Westmoreland's in elbow now.
Is that maybe a little bit of BM? I think so. Tap coming through. Down goes Hooligan. And there's Westmoreland coming up. And unfortunately, this is panning out exactly how Anubis did. It is just showing the class, I think, of Lynn Vision. There is a response back of some regard, but it's not going to make a difference. 1v4. Paranormal needs something quite miraculous here, if we're being completely frank. But he has got a flank on. Thankfully.
Come on. Getting the bomb's going to be tricky. Maybe you can go and get the USP. Yeah, I rate this. Now you got a long-range gun you can use to your disposal. The thing is, you've got Westmoreland in elbows just seen him, and now Amelia and Call Me Sue can just swing instantaneously. It doesn't get any more easier for Paranormal, but he jumps in Donut just for a second. Call Me Sue removes him. Great free piece out of Call Me Sue. The double up in towards cave. The thing is, NomadS had all the correct utility. They just couldn't kill Call Me Sue.
Yeah, exactly. At least it's not a complete massacre. At least it wasn't instantaneously getting destroyed, right? So maybe that gives me some feeling that there could be something a little bit more fruitful here than there wasn't towards that of Anubis, but we'll have to see.
Don't force.
Yeah, it's a bold call. I don't like a force. You're not Lynn Vision. Lynn Vision, we can understand it in hindsight, but
I like this
is a bold call.
Yeah, look. Oh, they missed the flash. Never mind. I liked it for just a second. Zaka, Starry, just cleaning everything up, and, well, at least the smoke landed in CT.
That was so good until we saw that flash. Like, the idea of, like,
honestly,
okay, Tech 9s were going for a real quick hit towards the A site here. All right, there's at least a game plan here. Flash hits the lip, only flashes them. They're running through a Molotov. It's just chaos. 2-0 start, though, Lynn Vision, and, you know, right back to winning ways, of course, for them. Technically, as well, now onto a 15-match win streak, too, which is pretty respectable.
If I'm Lynn Vision, I think, all right, boys, we've got one round. We give them one round on Anubis. We give them nothing on Ancient. That's the mentality, and that is exactly how they want to kick off Proceed. It's not even looking at elbow. They just don't even care, because Amelia can just spin round in an instant. Paranormal's hit a banger onto Call Me Sue. The difficulty is that he's been wall banged by Westmoreland.
Just when you think there's maybe a little bit of a chance as well, Lynn Vision continues to kind of completely shut the door on NomadS. And the one thing that I've kept bringing up in towards that first map or first match, I guess, and I'll keep bringing up here. NomadS not once called attack timeout. Like, that feels for me, I don't know about you, Brenda, but it really feels for me like they are just mentally completely checked out. Like, they don't believe they can win it. I feel like if you're a team that believes you can, do something here or slow them down in some regard, you do call a timeout, you have a little conversation, be like, all right, this is what we want to do, this is what they're doing, let's see if we can counter it. I feel by the fact that, they've just lost 13-1, no timeouts called, not tried to slow it down, they've kept just being decimated. I think they completely themselves don't believe they can win this.
Yeah, I think you're right. Like, the confidence has definitely gone out the window. That's a good claim. Cloudens walked by Westmoreland's utility. He's now going to put a molly down onto Starry, and Hooligans dealt with Amelia. 3 versus 5. A pathway has somewhat opened up towards A, but Zach is here with the AWP.
He don't miss those. Zaka doesn't miss those. That's a freebie for him. Molly down as well towards main. He might go for seconds in towards Donut if he really wants, but he's just going to fall back. I think this is the smart call. You don't know what level of presence is here from Nomads. There's no point fighting alone in this case. Your best option here is playing retake. Just as that smoke was pluming, that's a sitter missed by Zaka, which really actually could have brought that round back to being somewhat doable. But I think now we're just calling for a save.
Yeah.
Stick around, some level of exits. Clouden could be in trouble, could be caught on timing, and he is. That's unfortunate. Maybe an AK upgrade.
Okay, well, with that smoke, that confirms they're not going for it. I was worried that they get that kill, they just think, yeah, you know, why not? We got kits. There's a little bit of utility, but they decide against it. Good round out of Nomads. Because what they do brilliantly here is they understand that Lynn Vision are going to go aggressive. They understand that they're going to maybe have a little bit of a timing window here just after all this utility is sort of elapsed. Last tick of the smoke over towards elbow, fighting towards middle. And then at the same time, the fact that you've got Clouden pushing forward ahead of the utility in towards cave, catching Westmelon as well. Really important moments there for Nomads, and they're just able to spin that round into a success story. This is what they need to do more often, and they can't really get caught up in all the chaos of what's going on.
Yeah. No, yeah, you're right. At the very least, we're not getting completely blown out. So that'll be at least something that Nomads can claim in. I just want to see them get at least 2 rounds. Just for something. 3-1. Here's the scoreline, of course. We've got to save you. Right back in. Starry, first fight is easy. This time Cloud are not given any leverage in towards Shelf. So a very simple start. Smoke down towards elbow as well as Emilio play behind it. We have got a decent amount of RAM space here. Paranorm was pushed all the way up. The only issue is, it looks like he's going to go dry here. And if he does go dry, he surely just loses out the aim duel. And, well, there we go.
Yeah, you can understand what he was going for. You kill the long player. The issue is that the players back at cave were already on towards site. Missed shot out of Hooligan. That was important. But Kormisu steps back in around the utility and is able to bail out his teammate. And now Randy and Hanks, they're in a difficult moment. A 2v5. Shadow spotted. So Randy doesn't die yet. Maybe he can get the jump on Zaka? No. Zaka's going to re-peak. They won 13-1. He will continue to re-peak until he is punished. And even in that last round when he was punished, he's still going to push anyway. Hanks with the bomb. Can he get it planted? My guess would be no. But there's a chance. Because Westmelon's low. If he can get rid of Kormisu, just like that, then maybe he can find Westmelon. But Westmelon smartly has put himself right in the corner. That molly has spread to him. Hanks has got off the bomb. No, he got off the bomb. And now he thinks the player's gone back in towards cave. Starry just headshots him anyway. Unlucky Nomads.
Yeah, I just toyed with there as well. Westmelon didn't even peek and he gets spammed through the woods. So it is a little bit unfortunate. The bomb plant as well really alleviates a lot of the pressure, I think, on Nomads financially. You know, Lost Brothers plus bomb plants, that's consistent buys coming through. But unfortunately, not something that we're really seeing from Nomads. Sure, they are buying, but it's not exactly fruitful. Galil coming in, Tech 9 for Paranormal. Very thin amounts of utility across the board, bar Randy. So it puts you at a tough spot, to say the least. Molotov, airburst, nade, only a small amount of damage. So Utah lineups aren't exactly flawless there for Lynn Vision, as has been their gameplay. Kormisu somehow gets out alive. The nade might see him off, though. He's somehow still here, but only briefly. Hooligan a double entry.
Oh. And then a double entry back between Zaka and Starry. Randy will chime in with one more. It's a 2v1, but they know that Randy was so far away. So if Zaka can isolate this kill on towards Hanks, he's starting something. Molly on the position. Hanks just runs out the other side of it and goes in towards short. Brilliant from Hanks. And now Randy can come and backstab in from ramp. Well played there from Hanks just to stay alive to allow Randy to come in.
Yeah, that's actually really smart. Really well played, running through the Molotov there. The whole point of that molly is meant to force them into the long peak with the AWP, so really well done. Nomads, a second round for them. And again, a bit of a play that at least shows there's ideas here for Nomads. We know they've got some plan to work with, right? So it's not the complete end of the world, but Envision, I don't think they're going to be too upset about this. Of course, we do take a little bit of a lesser buy that comes through, and P9, 5-7, surrounding the double M4 and AWP. So it's not the most bountiful, but we've already seen them do more with less. So I'm not going to completely count them out either.
Right, Hooligan can get Amelia here without Amelia pulling the molly, which would be awesome. The AWP needs to peek before the rifle here, otherwise the incendiary goes off. So Hooligan starts working, and he's able to get it. Brilliant. And now you can start to scale in towards this site. Starry on the angle is cleared by Hanks. Another double opener. Zaka finds Hooligan, but it doesn't matter right now because NomadS have got the site.
Pop shot. Doesn't connect. Hanks will drop another smoke as well in towards Donut. Westmelon moving through. Cloudens in elbow. It's a timing play, but Westmelon just makes his way forward. So he's escaped one fight. Of course, that's support here too. It's 5-7 up close. Again, Tanks. If he can win this fight flawlessly without taking any damage, it might give a chance. Call Me Sue's doubles back. Got his. Westmelon delivers as well. And the round's completely being thrown off in the air. Dunn picked up. AK scooped up on a blind. I have no idea what's happened. They didn't clear Randy though. And there's no one else nearby. Westmelon was the only one giving it a go. Ooh. That is tough.
Prince Stream AWP. Hello. Yeah, you're right though. Like, there was no kits. And because he only had a 5-7, they go, okay, go on. Give it a little go, Westmelon. See if you can kill all of them. Because, hey, if you can get on the bomb, maybe just defuse it, why not? Good economic damage being sustained onto NomadS by Lynn Vision. Zaka keeps the AWP. Amelia goes into an MP9. They can force around these rifles. They're going to keep forcing Lynn Vision. But NomadS have made this a one-round game. NomadS are definitely in the conversation now. And everyone's having to go on the AWP. It's Paranormal now wielding it instead of Hooligan.
Play behind. Smoking towards Shelf. Hooligan. He's been heard here by Amelia. It's not going to be capitalized upon, at least in terms of that small bit of information. Smoke down towards door. Nade over towards ramp. Molly then goes a little deeper. Westmelon can actually play behind it. He goes through just to escape.
Oh, he almost went through it as well to kind of bait in Starry. Between the two of them, they can double swing. A flash would be excellent, but instead it's the MP9s that bring down a little bit of terror. Cloudman wants to go and trade, but has lost track of everyone. Meanwhile, there's mollies and smokes going on towards this site. There is access up ramp, but with Lynn Vision gaining all control of mid, all control of elbow. Cloudman needs this kill, but looks away at the wrong time. There goes the MAC-10. Maybe he can get this trade, and he does. So this is really important. Paranormal doubling down. It is a 3-on-3, but there are really quick flanks on the way. One in Amelia, but also one in Starry, all the way down ramp. And Zaka chimes in through the smoke on Randy. How has Zaka done this?
Zaka. Those two kills are of the utmost importance. And just when it felt like NomadS was starting to get a bit of a grasp on this game as well, right back in their face by Lynn Vision, and that's just the difference. When they really want to lock in, they can, and that's keeping them just a couple of steps ahead of NomadS right now. 5-3. Here's the scoreline, and sure, it's a bit of breathing room for Lynn Vision, but for NomadS, it's just heartbreaking. Just when you feel like you're starting to get in towards this game, a gut punch that slows you right down, and it puts you economically at such a disadvantage as well. 1 AK to work with. MAC-10 and a few Tech 9s. I mean, honestly, best of luck with this sort of buy, but it feels unlikely. And Amelia's making sure that is the case. Missed shot by Zaka. Second time of asking, delivers. Looks for the third, and of course he delivers. And he actually gets another no-scope as well. Zaka is flexing on them. A quad kill to shut down the A-Rush. Lynn Vision finds 6.
That was awesome. He's 15-4. He just no-scopes the third guy. Amelia just hits a one-tap on the player coming in from middle. And what's brutal as well about that round previously is that you died by Zaka through these smokes, through the expected angle that NomadS would anticipate players to be in towards CT, which means he didn't even see the lurk. He didn't even see the lurk over towards the doors, which means Lynn Vision can just run the same play again, because NomadS are in the dark about it. We had Tech 9s, you had that Force Spy, now we've got a Hero AK, bugger all else. This is just getting even more out of proportion now for NomadS.
Really up close and easy.
Same result.
Hooligan just goes straight into it. Paranormal also going to get caught on the retreat as well by a little bit of a blind there. On towards Starry makes no difference. NomadS unfortunately falling very flat now. I mean, these fights that they've been taking in this round have been pretty bad.
Yeah, to be honest.
Like all of them are isolated in the open, no util. Like they can't legitimately expect it to work. Not against a team of Lynn Vision's caliber.
I don't want to point fingers, but I'm going to.
Go on.
Randy, you were in mid with Hooligan, and instead
Yeah.
you just bait him. And now you're just tucked in the corner. Yeah, deserved. Deserved, Randy.
Oh yeah, it is tough. It's just a golfing class right now, isn't it? And Lynn Vision are just making this look like a walk in the park. And it's actually kind of a joy to watch as well, because you don't get to see Lynn Vision really flex their muscles, try a few things all that often. Of course, recently for them, they've been playing upper level, right, at that tier 1 level, and trying to showcase what this new lineup can do. And you know, it's obviously a lot harder to do on those kind of big stages. I think now when they're in this sort of a game, they're very much expected not only to win, but win by quite a margin. They can actually have a bit of fun with it.
Right, come on, Randy. Oh, or Clouden. That works too. An opening kill. They've put all the smokes everywhere, and it's worked. Kulmisu has played in long every single round so far, so finally has been punished a little bit with the grenade, and his double Red Room setup is pivotal. Now, the communication is good here for Lynn Vision, because Kulmisu is now holding this. Zaka is now walking down ramp with the AWP of all weapons, and he's alleviated a little bit of pressure.
Oh. Starry catches Randy. He will then get traded out, and a swing on towards Amelia does not go well. Yeah, you're right. Bomb down and a molly on it just for insult to injury. Even though there's a minute left on the clock, it's just for a little bit of BM. 2 versus 3. Amelia. Right idea. Check and a find for him. Looks for the last and he will deliver. Amelia is lights out right now. My God, that round was something quite special from him. He'd been, you know, a little bit quiet by his standards before that, but finds this moment and he picks it. 8-3, and we're back to a very one-sided affair.
I think it's going to be a really quick round, so I'm going to try and get all my thoughts in fast with that one. But if you want to learn from this demo here for NomadS, the fact that you've got Amelia trapped because you've got a player outside A main and a player on A site, let the A site player go first. You do not need to swing if you're trying to recover that bomb. You've got loads of time on the clock. That felt silly. That felt individual. And now Amelia is just flexing how good his mechanical ability is. 2 quick kills immediately. And now Clouden's got the MVP weapon of the round here for NomadS, and it's a Galil.
Kulmisu up close as well. Paranormal, how quick's reactions? It might not matter. Clouden and Paranormal both get caught, and all down to Hanks. 1v5. And he doesn't have the bomb, so that's at least a silver lining. It might be very quickly dropped. Oh, great. Seen off there 9-3. Amelia shuts it down. We're going to take a break. We'll see you for the second half soon.
a bit better, but at the same time it's still 3 rounds, which is not really a high benchmark here. But at least they're on the CT side. They won the CT side pistol. Amelia's been knifed by his teammate. There's hope.
Oh, there's hope. There is. It's small, but there's some sort of hope to work with. Maybe this pistol round, if we can find it for Nomads, we might have a little bit of a chance just to kickstart something, just to give us a bit of a run in towards this one. But let's see. Trying to come down on close. Hanks got to deliver and does. Hooligan's got a double as well. So this pistol is looking very good. 2 versus 5, surely unlosable, guys. Right now,
yes.
1v4. They're all down to one man. Zach's had a great game, but this is not going to happen. There's a pistol, and actually a pretty dominant round, which is a real rarity for Nomads.
I was really scared because we were watching the donut players, and Randy's like, oh, a smoke. And then at the same time, I think it was Paranormal just also looked there, and he was like, oh, there's another smoke. Should we be worried about this? Should we worry about donut? But then the cave push came in, and the cave push just saves Nomads there from it getting completely out of control. And wow, look at this. They're not forcing. It's just a deagle for Zaka. I mean, fair play, 17 and 5, put him on a deagle. But everyone else is just Glocks.
Yeah, it's the right call. It absolutely is the right call. So a bit more of a tempered play here for Lynn Vision. I think, maybe long term, it makes the game short in a way because you get guns out sooner. We spoke about Randy trolling a little bit of the MP5, but he's bought it again. He's got a kill with it, but that gun does seriously suck.
Randy just knows something we don't.
Yeah, or he doesn't know something we all know. You guys choose.
No, we love Randy.
I love the name. I'll say that for damn sure. Of course, with that eco, we now fall back in for Lynn Vision. A Galil's come through for Zaka. Interesting, but I feel like, especially if I'm like Westmelon here, I'd probably trade with Zaka, let him kind of cook on the AK. He has been flying so far, but either way, guns out. It's a bonus bonus buy, may I say, over towards Nomads. So a double MP9 comes into play, and they've actually very quickly got mid control.
Yeah, respect. And the nades will actually get rid of Westmelon. Oh, they were really hoping that Molly would land in front of Cave, but Hank still gets the kill with the MP9 anyway, and follows up on towards Amelia. Zaka chimes in with 2 of his own. It would be a 1 versus 5, denied by Randy. And look, for the majority of that round, completely in control by that CT side, doing exactly what Lynn Vision were inflicting on them.
My God, this is
we got
a bit of an interesting storyline developing here because it's now 3 rounds the difference, and we're in a spot where at least we can have conversation about Nomads taking something from this. I mean, already this has been better than nothing, so we'll take what we can get. Match number 1 offered up so little that we didn't really know what Nomads had to bring to the table. This is a lot better. Westmelon going to go quick though. The flash is absolutely beautiful as well. So Paranormal gets the lead in. Cloudin's getting chased as well. And he'll get out of there. Smoke down. Westmelon touches his head. He's expecting a flash. Call me Sue. Long range Tech 9 deletes Hooligan. How is this the round that works?
No. It's because they're rushing them, and they just caught them off guard completely. That CT Molly sucks, as we all know, and it just doesn't actually cover the entirety of the B ramp. You have to throw it in a specific way to cover all bases. This is brutal, and now you've got to save. You can't go for this. Cloudon's just tucked in the corner, and he's stuck. He is stuck. He is dead. Hank should not be hanging around here. Yeah, gets dealt with by the AWP. Cloudon's removed right about now. By the bomb. No? Okay, he's good. Alright. So you trade out. I thought Cloudon was dead. So initially, only having the 1 casualty there, you take it in a weird way, but Hanks didn't need to fight.
Yeah, no, I agree. He honestly should have just got out of there. There's just no real world in which it makes a real kind of mark on that round at all by sticking around. So is what it is. 10-6, double digits for Lynn Vision, getting closer now to closing this one out and extending the win streak to 16, which is it's pretty remarkable, has to be said.
They might just rush B every round now because of
I
how
don't
easy
even
that
blame
was.
them. Oh, Corby Sue's going quick. He's flying in. The flash is excellent too, but Clouden gets two. They're still around on here, and somehow Saka makes the jump across.
He also legged Hanks. He legged Hanks and escaped through that smoke. Hooligan's now offset by the molly. Randy comes around the corner in towards Cave, but is met with a smoke. And then Hooligan met with an AWP bullet straight between the eyes. Hanks feels like he can't really go for this on such low HP. Randy's got a smoke. Randy's got a kit. Can he ninja?
Oh, that would be the question. All down to Randy himself. Time ticking. He's hoping that they're retreating from the site, but he would be mistaken. Westmelon, good due diligence from him, just making sure. No question marks about that round. An 11th fall in vision. Like you said, Brandon, they might just keep rushing B. And actually, I kind of love it if they would.
Yeah, go on, do it. Just rush. Just go.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. We're back to B. Here we go, yeah. Straight back out. This time, maybe lesson learned a little bit, but the flashbang still catches Paranormal enough that he loses out that fight. Up close, 5-7. It's a little messy. We'll get one before he falls.
Oh.
Corby Sue delivers as well.
You know when he gets so excited and it's like, yeah! And it's like, oh, no. Clouden is very much known entity in towards Cave, but Hooligan isn't. Danger is he's only got a 5-7, and the danger is he's dead. And, well, I kind of joked tongue-in-cheek about Lynn Vision rushing B every round, but they are, and it's working.
It is ridiculous. I have a lot of respect for Lynn Vision are having fun with this game, and to a degree, I actually respect them for that, right? You know, you've got a lot to sort of prove to yourself. Westmelon is hunting, and he's actually just gone the wrong way. Oh, knife him. Oh, no, he's going to knife him. And then Clouden turns around. He gets the kill nonetheless. 12-6 match point here as well in the second best of one in this series. And Lynn Vision, again, have looked excellent.
Oh, we would have loved a knife. We've only missed from the series a knife and a Zeus.
Yep, agreed.
Oh no, this buy is just horrendous. And now, haha, we've been rushing B all the time. Let's go away. Look at the lead. Oh no, what a disaster. This is conditioning at its finest.
Yeah, it's actually beautiful levels of conditioning. Smoke down, MP9 spamming desperately through that smoke trying to get a kill, but Randy, he's under a lot of pressure. He's got to reload off at the very least. Bomb should still go down. Hanks Hanks kills Randy, may I say. Corby Sue doesn't spot him coming through the smoke. What's happening in this round? A trader comes through. Zaka into a 1 versus 3. AWP in play. Double MP9. AK on the other side. And he loses out the fight. How is that the round that NomadS win?
I don't know. They even naded Randy. He's such a scapegoat. Poor Randy. He gets naded by Hanks, and then Hanks hits a triple. Like, fair play. Hanks got 4 kills in that round just to keep NomadS in it. There's more than enough money. And Lynn Vision go, A didn't work. Let's go back to B. Haha.
Carnage.
You can imagine it, can't you?
Yeah, genuinely. Let's go back to B, boys. Oh, no. Bomb is still leaning towards... this. Brandon, is this a default? Oh, my God. It's a default. A mid-take. The bomb following behind. But this is a little bit more normal as a round.
That spray control was immaculate.
Yeah.
It is a bit more normal, and also regularly scheduled programming is coming through. Randy will at least deal with Amelia. A 4v3. Cave's now been taken. This was never a luxury for Lynn Vision. It was always that they had to fight for Cave. And now Westmelon gets rid of Clouden. Hooligan's got the AWP, and he's full blind. These flashbangs have been exceptional from Lynn Vision. Hooligan needs to deal with Call Me Sue, but can't because he's blindsided by all the Cave pressure. And now it's just Randy and his doppelganger, other Randy. trying to retake this situation. 1v4, his teammates have lost faith in him, and that's because he's about to die.
Yeah, Randy
GG.
1 and Randy 2. Yeah, seen off at the end there. Little bit of BM, it must be said, Brandon, leaving before the round's over. I don't love that, but in the end, Lynn Vision, a fantastic game coming through from them. They had a lot of fun. We had a lot of fun casting it as well, it has to be said. But Lynn Vision, they looked absolutely excellent.